We're at Ebben Field in Kohler, Wisconsin, where tonight KLC will host the Roncalli Jets from Manitowoc. Hello, everybody. Chris Wright is not here right now. He's going to be on the broadcast. Had a little bit of a foobar here with getting started, and Scott getting us on the air. So we'll get Chris on and me on at the same time in a little bit. KLC is coached by Corey Godowkis, as you know. They come in 1-2. They're 1-0 in eastern Wisconsin. That's the important part. They defeated New Holstein last week 28-13 in their conference opener. Roncalli is coached by Paul Kinsella. They are 2-1, but 0-1 in conference play. They lost to the very strong Kiel team, 48-18 in their conference opener. As you know from the last time we broadcast KLC, they like to pass the ball. Last week, they threw it 30 times, 16 completions for 257 yards. The bugaboo was the rushing game. They rushed it 19 times, but only for 25 yards. And the last time we were here, when they played Oostburg, who has a very fine team, they rushed 16 times for only 24 yards. So hopefully they can get that part of their offense squared away. Roncalli has more balance in their offense. Now, last week they threw it up 33 times with 14 completions for 174 yards. They did rush 35 times, but only for 111 yards. In talking to the coaching staff, Dave Van Dries, he mentioned that part of the deal with the passing game was that they were behind and they were trying to catch up, and that's why where it looked a little more balanced. But they're going to try to run the ball pretty much here tonight. Kohler's offense, KLC's offense, is led by Carmine Moctezuma, running back receiver Jake Thomas, and receiver Carter Zimmerman. On defense, they're led by Chase Conister, who had 17 tackles at New Holstein, and Jake Thomas, he had 16 tackles, and we noticed that in our first broadcast of that team that those two were really stellar on defense. For Roncalli, they're led by quarterback Landon Halupny, running back Drew Reimer, and receiver Donovan Cowley. I got some good news. Chris is in the booth. On defense, Roncalli is led by Cody Staudinger and Halupny. They each had 6 tackles against Kiel. Chris, we're well into the opening. Thanks for the water. Got caught in front of the concession stand with 1,000 other people. Go ahead. What do you got?
Looking forward to tonight, Marty. I think we got 2 even teams here and a very important game considering it's just the second week of the season for a conference play.
I think the holdup is the national anthem. The KLC team is all lined up on the end zone line, and they're with their parents. It's parents' night tonight. Roncalli is in the north end zone, and they are just having a team meeting. The officials said they would hold the game up a minute or so for us, Chris, so our fans wouldn't have to miss any of the game. We thought we were going to come on the air, get on the internet a little bit later. We made it in plenty of time. So I'm not sure what the holdup is now, but we're ready to go.
Got 2 different types of teams here, Marty. KLC's going to really want to open it up with the passing game, huh?
Oh, yeah. They chuck it up there, that's for sure.
And that's a good thing and a bad thing, Marty, because the more you throw, you're more to have the interceptions. And this year, Carmine Montezuma has 6 touchdowns, but he has 6 interceptions. So I think one of the keys of the game is taking care of the ball.
He in their first game against New Holstein, he had 2 touchdown passes and only 1 interception. Had a quarterback rating of 90.6, which is good. But in the Oostburg game we covered, that was not the case. He struggled a little bit against that fine defense they have.
Yeah, and so again, taking care of the football, I think, is the key tonight.
You weren't up here, obviously, when I started, but the thing that concerns me with the KLC offense is they almost have no rushing game. I think in that first game against New Holstein the other week, they were, barely averaged 2 yards of carry.
Well, Carmine Montezuma comes in 14th in the state in passing with 723 yards. And Jake Thomas is 3rd in state with catches with 22 and 30th in yards with 30, or he's 30th with 265.
Okay, we're going to step out for the national anthem. You mentioned it's Parents' Night tonight. That's why all those civilians are on the goal line.
Well, one thing that's unique, Marty, is Roncalli is 1-2, 0-1, but they played Kiel. Kiel is really good. They're ranked 6th in the state. Well, I have them. What do I have them? I have them beating Lutheran and. Oh yeah, beating Green Bay East. So 2-1, yeah, and 0-1. But they played Green Bay East, who we saw a week ago, and beat them.
And East got crushed last night. And in talking to some of the Manitowoc radio broadcasters, they were at North last night. North pretty much manhandled Manitowoc. But they said Roncalli, even though they have a 2-1 record, they haven't played anyone real significant yet. This should be a good game.
Kiel's good.
No. I mean, they don't have a win against somebody that's real good.
And KLC is 1-2, losing to Oostburg and Howards, but defeating New Holstein. Brilliant Kiel, KLC, and Velders are your 1-0 teams in the league. Roncalli, New Holstein, Chilton, and St. Mary's all 0-1. It's hard to believe, Marty, it's September 13th and we're on game 4.
I know.
Because back in the day, we didn't even start our games till school started.
Exactly. You're right there. Oh, is my bag over there? Getting ready for the kickoff. I may have left it on the field. We'll have to check later on if we get a chance.
You need a pen or something?
Yeah, or something. Oh, I've got one. It's in my pocket.
I think we're going to have a very close game tonight, Marty. Just got a feeling.
Well, I think Lutheran's going to have to be able to stop the running game, and Roncalli's going to have to stop the passing game. And if they can do that, it'll be an interesting ball game. All right, getting ready for the kickoff. Jake Peters doing the kicking. Oh, pardon me. That's KLC is kicking to Roncalli.
They're over there.
And here we go.
No.
Ball
Way
goes
to
out of
start.
bounds at the 15. Not a good start. That was Lucas Kading kicking off for KLC. Landon Halupny, the quarterback, he's 6 feet 190. He is a senior, which you like to see. I see it, Chris. It's down there by that glass thing. In the backfield is Drew Reimer.
Yeah, he's our leading rusher, 252 yards this year on 51 carries, so that's about 5 yards a carry. In this game, good grief. Let's get it going here. We waited for a kickoff, waiting for the start.
Part of that was my fault, Chris. They were waiting for my signal that we were on the air. Thank you to Steve Steiner and his crew for accommodating our needs. Quick pass is complete to Cannon Kinsella, the coach's son.
That's his
Nice little
11th
play.
catch on the season, Marty. Averaging about 10 yards per, and that was about, 14, 15?
To give
12?
15 yards. 35, yeah, about 13 yards or so. Second down, first and 10. They're at the 47. Another quick pass out, and the receiver is hit and dropped on a good tackle by Harrison Height.
Tackled by number 3, Harrison Height.
That completion went to Aiden Jurgensen.
Yep, just his third catch in the year, and as Marty said, can KLC stop the run game as they come out with 2 play-action passes.
Yeah, right. We didn't see this coming. Inside handoff. Not much there for the running back, Reimer.
Tackle by number 65.
Michael Putnam there, this junior. Number 65 on the stop, which makes it for Roncalli, third and somewhat long. 3rd and 6. First chance for the defense for KLC to stop him.
2 wide receivers off to the left, one way wide to the right. Hupney. Oh, put it in a good spot, but Cowley not able to make the catch. It's going to be 4th down.
And Cowley did a nice job there, changing up his speed to kind of separate from the KLC guy, but it was a little bit off target there. Should have been a completion, because if he would have caught that, he would have had a first down. And look at this, Marty, on 4th down. They're going.
How about that?
Watch for the same type play.
Deep down the field, great catch made. Cowley. 15-yard pass play.
That was a great play there, too, Marty. The ball left the quarterback's hand to Cowley prior to him making the break. that's something practice. And, when you get those extra minutes and reps, you work on those little plays, that's where it pays off because, again, a good job there of releasing the football prior to the wide receiver making his break to the sideline. First down, Roncalli.
Rolling out right is Halupny. We get a flag in the backfield that usually signifies holding. And
Carter
number
Braun
yeah.
flattened the guy, and so they called a hold, which I don't agree with. I think he just buried him. Carter Braun comes in at 6'3", 305. It looks suspicious, so they had to call it.
And single being made by Steve Steiner. Ball is marked back. Still in KLC territory, but now at the 47. Makes it first down and 20. Oh, almost offside. Jumping back was the defender and Reimer of the big game. Picks up about 10 yards.
When you're in high school, the most difficult thing to do is have a long drive and sustain it without penalties. When you get a 1st and 20, you don't want to get it back necessarily all in one play. If you pick up chunks like 7 yards, that sure helps the Jets.
Kather Whitman is the center, number 64. A chuck down the middle is incomplete. Missed the intended receiver, Kinsella. He was wide open.
He was. And again, good job releasing the ball prior to his break, but that time it was a little off target.
It's going to be third down and 13. Put 3 wide receivers off to the right side. With a tight end on the left. KLC bringing the heat. Reimer threw a pretty good block, and a wide receiver is open. He's down inside the 20 and taken down at about the 17-yard line. I didn't catch the number of that receiver, Chris. We got a flag. This is going to be coming back.
False start.
Oh boy. Such a nice play. A 5-yard penalty puts it back to the 46-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 19. They got it 18 on the scoreboard, so we'll go with that. We got 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right. Fake handoff. Lupney rolling, firing down the middle, right through the hands of the intended receiver, Kinsella. That would have been an easy catch and first down, but catch not made.
And this time they'll drop. And KLC, make a note of that. Every time they're in a situation, he's rolling to the right. So you got to keep your ends, in contain over there. Remember that.
Yeah.
That's a couple times they've rolled right. Let's put a little note card in our backpacks and remember that.
Back deep is Thomas. And that kick is sailing out of bounds.
That was a bad punt.
Yeah.
A really bad punt. Their punter came in averaging just 24 yards per punt.
And that's part of the reason right there, shanking one. When Lucas and I did the first game in Kohler, they had a number 22 snuck in. There was no 22 on the roster, Chris. What they did was they took Winston Hassler and changed his number to 22. We got that scored away before the game started. So Winston, you've been recognized. Moctezuma rolling, getting free, makes a great throw and a very nice catch to Thomas. Thomas with the nice catch.
We know Jake from basketball. He's a hustler, and he's the guy that always guards the opponent's toughest offensive guy, meat and potatoes guy. Strong kid.
Tyler Thomas's son.
Yep.
3 wide receivers off to the right. Quick out. Catch is made. And that was made by Sam Sawicki. Let's pass out to him.
That was Thomas's 23rd catch of the year and Sam's 8th so far. Look at just like that. KLC inside of Roncalli territory.
Yeah, short gain, 2nd down and 8. Height in the backfield. Throw down the middle. Leaping grab is made. Another great catch by Sawicki.
That's a KLC first down.
Inside the red zone now.
Yeah, they're at the 13.
2 costly penalties cost Roncalli. KLC's taking advantages on the move.
2 catches by Sawicki. Fumble, and making the recovery was Nolan Anderson, I believe. But big loss on the play.
Did I mention turnovers, Marty, at the beginning of the game?
Actually, that recovery was made by Harrison Height, but all the way back to the 20, almost the 25-yard line.
Well, and you're Christian there. You don't need to be a hero, or Carmine, excuse me. I was thinking about his brother Tristan. You got to just jump on that ball.
Height on the end around, gets around the corner, and gets it inside the 15-yard line.
Well, I like that play call, Marty, because it went to the long side of the field so they could stretch it out and use his speed.
For Harrison, his first carry of the night. It's going to be 2nd down.
No,
and,
third
down
because of the fumble.
10. Yeah, that's right. Good point.
Or the bad snap. This one's going up in the air.
3rd down and 10.
And
Whoa, gets through Moctezuma's hands, and
There you
he
go.
falls on it at the 36-yard line. Another big loss, 27 yards.
Boy, and everybody was one-on-one covered there. They had no safety help. Interesting way they played that. I think if you're...
You know, you can see why the rushing average is so poor. Those, because sack yardage goes against your rushing in high school. 4th down. Ball spotted at the 35.
Now we got safety help.
Hit as he throws, and I believe the interception is made. It would have been better to drop the ball.
Yeah, and exactly. And you had friendly fire as well.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good for that young man.
2 guys going for the pick. And again, as Marty mentioned, I believe Moctezuma was the briefly hit, so the pass was short. 2 Roncalli guys go for it. And I'm telling you, if I'm in high school, I want to pick the ball off too,
Yeah.
just for the stats.
Yeah, exactly.
But the smart move would have been to knock it down.
And that player is Aiden Jurgensen, and he's up. Hopefully he'll be okay. It's going to be first down for Roncalli at the 10-yard line. I believe it's a 10. Jurgensen walking off slowly with some assistance.
Parents' night today, Marty, as you mentioned.
Yep, it was. It's always a fun time.
It's a little different here too. I know you were here a couple weeks ago, but they've really changed this place up. They put, they built stands on.
West side.
Yep, which
And that's
never
now
was
the
there.
home side. Remember,
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
always the home team on this side.
Yeah, and they added those tennis courts over there. It's really, really fine job here by the city of Kohler.
Reimer in the backfield with Halupny.
Whoops.
The biggest guy in the field forgot to come out. Carter Braun. 5:53 left in the first quarter. No score. We're at Kohler High School where KLC plays. And not much of a gain there. Nothing doing. So Lupney's first carry. It's going to be second down and 10. Oh, they did give him a yard. Wide receivers left and right. Inside handoff to Reimer, and he's hit right away. Not much doing there. Good defense by KLC. We'll give him 1 yard on the play.
Yes, that was that 9 technique 55 keep crashing down, and then 9 from the linebacker position.
Third down, 9 to go. Clock running, rolling to the 4:40 mark. Lupney on and out, no, down the middle and caught. Sliding catch made by Cole Rowerdink. See the number of that kid? Got it as number 18, Cole Rowerdink. Eddie Freese. My bad.
Big first down there. Get them out of their own end zone, basically.
Chalupny rolling. He's got a receiver, but receiver was going one way and the ball the other, and end result is an incompletion.
And I don't think he wanted to get hit, Marty. Cowley kind of pulled his head there.
It's going to be second down and 10. Ball spotted on the 29-yard line.
Harrison Height on the coverage. That was kind of a wobbly pass, though.
The other guys to look out for KLC is number 9, Thomas. He and Konitzer is another one. Those guys are very good on defense.
Yeah, Thomas leads the team with 30 tackles.
And not much of a gain there. On the carry was Sawyer Van Dries.
Dominic Walter for KLC having a good series here. He's got a couple good tackles already.
Remains 3rd down and 10. Roncalli looks dangerous when they pass the ball, Chris.
Yep. He came in at 38 of 75, 50%, 500 yards passing through 3 games.
Fake handoff in the middle. Pass is to the receiver. Great catch made by Cannon Kinsella. If I recall a little earlier, he actually had a drop.
Yep, I was just going to say that, Marty. Way to come back and make a better catch on this one. Missed the easy one, makes the hard one.
About a 15-yard pickup on that play. Second catch for Kinsella on the night. First and 10, ball spotted on the 45-yard line. A pitch out to the running back who tries to cut it back, but not much doing there. Able to get it back to the line of scrimmage was Sawyer Van Dries.
I think we're going to get another penalty on Roncalli, which would be their 3rd.
Yep.
No penalties on KLC so far.
It'll be 1st and 20. 35.
1st and 20, ball back to the 35. I have them for 2 holding penalties, Chris. Did they have a
they had that motion penalty when they had that big catch.
Right, 5-yard penalty. So that's at least 3 penalties, and
now
we're
we
still in the first
out.
quarter. Timeout, Roncalli. To bring you this game. The one name we didn't call on a tackle was Conitzer. So.
We have terrible glare outside. We can't see the field. Is it possible to use these instead? No, for you, we turn the light off.
Having some light issues up here. There we go. We have 1st and 20. Roncalli having trouble with the penalties, Chris. 3 in the first quarter. At that rate, they're going to have 12 for the game. That's 3 in the first quarter is unacceptable.
And they're all big penalties that puts them in long situations.
Eddie Freese is wide to the right. Donovan Cowley in the slot on the left. Handoff inside. A good run all the way up to the 40-yard line. That was by Sawyer Van Dries. Give him 6 yards on the carry. Second and 14. The wideout on the left side is Dominic Thiele. Lupti deep on the sideline. Catch is made by Cowley again.
And that should be enough for a first down. Had them, the Jets 2nd and 20 and about a 7-yard run and a 13-yard pass. And next thing you know, they got a first down, Marty.
Yeah.
And you're right. I like their passing game. They really seem to know where each other are on the field. I'm talking about the quarterbacks and the wide receivers. And they always seem to be open.
Right. Very open. 1st and 10, ball on the 45. Ooh, pressure right away. Lupney able to get out of it. Fires a dart down on the left side, but it's incomplete.
No, they're going to call it catch. I think it was bobbled and then caught.
I think it was Gabe Olson on the catch. And 9-yard pickup.
Well, nice job. We got an injury on
KLC's got a
player.
man down.
Nice chip block there, I believe, by the running back to give, I think it was, Reimer on the chip block that
Okay, I didn't see
gave
that.
more time to complete that pass.
The initial pressure was put on by Carmine Moctezuma. You know, he almost, from his linebacker spot, he was the first guy in there, number 11. But the Jet quarterback was able to avoid the pressure.
Under a minute. This first quarter. Been an interesting first quarter, I'll say, Marty.
Now, we noticed this last week when we did Green Bay East at South. A lot of people went down, a lot of players. When we were out here, our first broadcast when they played Oostburg, there were a lot more than at South last week.
Wow.
I think Jake Thomas himself went down 3 times, but he was always able to bounce back.
This looks like some type of leg injury.
Ball is spotted at the 36-yard line of KLC. Roncalli needs 1 yard for the first down. And out there is Drew Reimer, the leading rusher for the team. A lot of options here, Chris, with only second down. See what the Jets do. Inside handoff. Reimer has got the first down all the way down to the 31. Give him a 5-yard pickup.
First down.
Ball spotted on the 33-yard line.
And I don't think they have to run a play, Marty.
Right, they're going to let it run out. It's 12, 11, counting down. And the first quarter is going to end with no score here at Ebben Field in Kohler. When we come back from the break, we'll have second quarter action.
In an election year, the stakes are higher than ever. So we all need to take extra care with the information we believe and share online. It feels good to have our views echoed back to us, but it's important to challenge our biases and break out of our bubbles. Be sure you're getting some hard news in your media diet, and double-check what you see on social media with a variety of credible news sources. Be informed, not misled.
Back at Ebben Field, where we're getting ready to start the second quarter. Roncalli on a bit of a drive here, Chris.
Well, I was going to ask you, Marty, was the run pass for Roncalli about the same that first quarter for their numbers? Because it sure seemed like they mixed the pass and the run together pretty good, mixing
I got
up
them
the
with
place.
8 runs and 11 passes.
Okay.
So they're leaning a little bit more on the pass, but with the way the receivers are getting open, it's maybe a good choice to do it that way.
And for KLC, who likes to fling it around the park, you can't fling it around the park if you don't have the football.
Yeah, good
And
point.
they've had it only one time in the ball game.
Lupney dropping straight back. Little screen pass. Reimer is open. He makes a good cut. gets another runner, tackler to miss him, and he's down inside the 20-yard line.
You know, I thought KLC did a nice job on that play. Unfortunately, all the line did go up, but they were set up. They had the linebackers there to make the play. The only problem was Reimer kind of juked them out of the way, and they went right by those linebackers.
Yeah, they were able to catch KLC in heavy pressure, and good play call. Lupney back. Pretty good blocking up front. He rolls out. He's going to keep it and goes for a short gain. Not much there. Good defense played by KLC.
Very smart decision there by the young man. Just if there's nothing there, tuck it in, take care of it. That's the first time that there was really good coverage by the gentleman in the black shirts. Again, I still think turnovers is going to be one of the important stats of this ball game.
You know, KLC has one already. It's 2nd down and 8. Lupney looking, steps up, fires the ball a little bit behind the receiver, Kinsella. It's going to go to 3rd down. Eight of 13 passing is Halupny.
Yeah, and as I said, he came in with 75 passes on the year, which is 25 per game.
That's a lot of throwing.
Yeah, well, KLC averages over 30 passes a game. 35 or so.
3rd down and 8. 2 wide receivers left and right. Reimer in the backfield. Throw, wide receiver is open and gets it out to about the 5-yard line.
If you can say almost, you got it, because Sawicki was almost to the quarterback, but he released it just in time. And they didn't need to get the touchdown. They could still get the 1st down, and that's what they did with a nice completion. Very impressive drive, Marty.
It is. We got Jurgensen on the catch.
They started on their own 10 because
That's
of
right.
the interception.
Right. It's been heartbreaking for KLC, but maybe they can put up a goal line stand. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Reimer right up the middle, and he gets tackled, picks up a yard. Not much going.
Move the pile, move the pile.
2nd down.
Conitzer there on the stop.
There's the name we want to hear. Good defensive player.
Yeah, he's second on the, well, he's tied actually for first with Thomas with 30 tackles on the season coming into tonight.
Lupney and Reimer in the backfield. Hand off to Reimer again. He sneaks through. I don't think he got in. It's close. He's right down to the 1-yard line.
He got halfway there, Marty. He was on the 4. Now he's on the 2. Be interesting if they take a fake here, and Halupny kind of rolls away with it with the old bootleg action.
3rd down. Same cast of characters in the backfield. Flag. Halupny gets it in, but we'll have to check out that flag. Little misdirection, Chris, just
And
like you had
that
mentioned.
And the way the heads dropped for Roncalli, another critical penalty.
Illegal procedure this time. It's going to be a 5-yarder. So instead of having it at the 2-yard line, they're going to have it at the 7.
No, instead of a touchdown, they have it at the 7.
Yeah, 2.
The 4th big penalty on Roncalli. Zip on KLC.
Lupney on the sideline talking to his coach. Now you see him trot in.
Yeah, the last play was just how I thought it was going to be run. But they got caught cheating.
Yeah, little tighter formation this time. The wide receivers aren't quite as wide. Oh, never mind. I take that all back. Quick out, catch is made, and diving for the end zone was Cowley, and he's short.
Looks like it's going to be maybe on the half-foot line. Oh, boy. Or is it the 1.5? We'll call it the 1.5.
That was a nice throw.
They took Reimer out here. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm surprised at that.
I think they brought Van Dries in.
He's been in before. Rolling to the right, rolling.
Nobody's
looking.
Nobody's
He's
open.
going to have to throw it.
Oh,
what a catch,
my.
one-handed. Making that grab was Donovan Cowley. Oh, my.
Nobody was open there, Marty, so he just threw it up for a jump ball, and he got it. What a play.
Doesn't get much better than that. That's the fourth catch by Cowley on the night for 36 yards and a touchdown.
There was nothing there, Marty. He just threw it up in the air and hoped. And they're going to go for 2.
That's what it looks like. High snap. Chalupny again.
Oh my.
Receivers wide open. They can't cover them. With 8:54 left in the first half, the Jets go on top 8-0.
Jason, let's go see your room.
How is it? Is it good?
We're back at South High School. We're back at Taylor Field, back at Lutheran High School, we're back at Ebben Field, and we're back at North High School.
Local sports production is back on WSCS. Watch the action of Sheboygan student athletes on Spectrum Cable Channel 990, online at WSCSSheboygan.com, or streaming on Roku and Apple TV. Sheboygan's community station, WSCS, is focused on Sheboygan.
Don't go too far from your TV sets when we come back. I think Chris and I did every one of those games.
9 minutes and 6 seconds on that drive, Marty.
Oh, boy.
90 yards.
Was quite a drive. KLC is going to have to get the pass defense going. Onside kick attempted by Roncalli, but getting the ball for KLC was Carmine Montezuma.
What was that? And
Well,
why?
Actually, I don't think that's a bad strategy.
I
It's
do.
just
You just went
what's your
down and
quarterback doing
scored.
there?
He's got the best hands probably on the team.
I don't know. He's been having trouble handling those snaps from center.
You get a nice lead, and then you onside kick him and give him a nice short field. See if KLC can take advantage of it and get that game back to tied.
Well, that first pass to Sawicki is good for 8 yards. Montezuma with a quick out, pass is complete. That's going to be for a first down. Pickup of about 5 yards. Carter Zimmerman. That's his first catch. Carter had a nice game against Oosburg.
That's his 11th on the year. He's actually he's got 272 yards.
He's a big target too, 6'5".
Yep.
3 wide receivers off to the left. Height in the backfield, trying to help his quarterback. Montezuma is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think that's going to be a loss.
Yep, you're right, Marty. Loss of a yard. Good pressure that time by Roncalli, that's for sure.
Montezuma has minus 35 yards on the ground for the game. For the team, it's minus 25. And a sack.
Outside rush, Marty.
Making the sack was Drew Reimer. Oh, it's a big loss, Chris. 10 yards. They're going backwards.
Be up here!
Pretty good blocking up front. Montezuma tucks it in and runs it up to the 40 and out of bounds at about the 36.
Good run. That's going to bring up 4th down. And about 7. And we'll see what KLC decides to do. I think they're going to go.
Might as well. Not going to gain much with a punt.
Well, they're a little slow getting the play out, though.
The wideout is Cruz, number 2. He's the widest here. In motion is Sawicki. Deep down the sideline, getting open, but the throw is a little too long, and Thomas not able to catch up with it.
And I think that was Zimmerman, Marty. I think that was Zimmerman on that attempt.
Well, Roncalli, that is, they took it from their own 10, marched it all the way down the field. Their last possession, a little bit shorter field now. Ball is going to be snapped. It's at the 37. KLC is going to have to tighten up their pass defense. Wideout on this side is Eddie Perez. Quick out, nice catch made, and out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Making that catch was Cowley again. That's 3 straight catches for that young man.
They always seem open, Marty.
You're right. The best chance KLC has is to sack the quarterback because they're not covering the receivers very well.
They really run good routes.
Reimer up the middle. He gets the first down. Give him a gain of 4.
Putnam on the stop there.
Reimer had a slow start rushing the ball, but he's got 7 carries for 22 yards. Provides a little bit of balance.
Yeah, as I said at the beginning, he averages about 5 yards per carry. 250 yards so far this year, which is Just over 80 a game. There's motion twice.
And do they have to? Do they call 2 penalties then?
Is that the 5th penalty on Roncalli?
That's what I have. Ball is spotted now on the 43. And it's 1st and 15. Whitney back, looking, flushed out of the pocket, goes deep. He's got a man wide open. Oh my!
Going back, Marty.
Holding on. Preliminary call was holding on Roncalli, so no play. But the larger issue, Chris, is the pass defense is terrible.
Well, I didn't know what you were going to say there. What's the bigger issue, the Roncalli penalties or the pass defense, which is kind of strange because you practice against a throwing team, so.
Right, yeah, you'd think it'd be a little better than that.
Yep.
And that last play, Nolan Anderson, number 1, was providing was the blitzing back.
Jack DeFries goes out, one of my former students.
Winston Hassler, 22, is a cornerback on the left side.
Double pass.
Double pass, you're right. Comes back. Catch is made. And running it up just short of the 40 was Dominic Thiele. I don't know who. Thiele on the catch. Picked up about 8 yards on the play. I didn't catch who threw the ball. We'll give it to Reimer. Timeout is called. 4:26 left until halftime. It's only 8-0, Chris. I mean, it seems like Roncalli should have more points.
They do. They've been dominating the time of possession. They've been dominating the yards, but they're only up by one score, which is a good thing. I mean, they've had the ball for
a ton.
It's about, what do I got here? Over 14 minutes so far.
Our next broadcast will be next Friday when Oshkosh North comes to Sheboygan South. That'll be a 7 p.m. start. Look forward to bringing you that.
I think they lost to Menasha 20-0 yesterday.
Oshkosh?
South lost to West 34-0.
Yeah. Not. It certainly wasn't the South team we saw last week, but
No.
then again, the competition makes the difference. It's 2nd down and 18. Lupney back, fires a dart right in the middle of the field, and the catch is made into KLC territory at the 46-yard line.
I think that time Roncalli got away with a hold.
24-yard pickup.
I think Sawicki was in there, but he was being held.
Oh, okay.
But from 1st and a bunch to 3rd and manageable.
There's
Motion
a
again.
Penalty, yeah. Trying to get a head start was Cowley.
7 penalties.
3rd down and 9 with the penalty.
Normally you take Saturday off. If I'm Roncalli, guess what? We're showing up. And
We're gonna
every
work
time.
on snap counts.
Yep. And you're going to run for every penalty that we had. And then if you do it after we were done running.
Feely is wide to the right. Cowley in the slot on the right. Oh, good rush. Moctezuma couldn't quite get there. Throw in the middle of the field is incomplete.
Oh, that
Feely was the intended receiver.
No, that was Sawicki again, Marty.
On the
Number
hit.
21 was the pursuer.
Yeah, I was. Feely, number 3, was the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 9. Are they going to punt it? Aiden Jurgensen is back deep to do the punting.
And penalties cost Roncalli on that drive again.
Yeah, let's see if KLC can take advantage of that.
Poor punter.
Block. Punt is almost blocked, but it goes off the side of the foot. A bad shank by Jurgensen.
Oy, boy.
All right. KLC finally gets the ball back. If it was time of possession, if we had track of all that, Chris, Roncalli's got about a 2-1 advantage.
5-yard punt. And a 14-yard punt.
That's not good. And then you tack on the penalties. Oh, boy.
Now we got too many guys on the field. And another timeout. No timeout. Is a timeout? Timeout because there was not the right people on the field for Roncalli. They've had lots of issues for Game 4.
Yeah, it's a good point. Game 4, you should have a lot of that worked out already, and they don't. So as a coach, what do you do? I mean, I know you can bring them in on Saturday and run them, but 3:35 left in the first half. Roncalli on top. So it's been the Roncalli show, actually. They've had the ball for a long, long time on offense. They've run a lot of plays. They've got 11 rushes and 20 passes to KLC's 6 rushes and 7 passes.
Well, this is only the third time that KLC's had the ball. We're at the 3:35 mark.
Thomas in
they're
motion towards the
explosive.
camera.
Oh,
Jumping the route, but not being able to make the catch.
yeah, he
or did
did. He did catch it, Marty.
Wow.
And did I mention in the beginning about the turnovers and the interceptions?
Second interception.
And 8th on the year. And I was just saying how explosive KLC is.
I didn't catch the number of the gentleman who made the interception.
Come on, Jets, let's go!
Try to get that for you. Lupti looking, and just throws it out of bounds. Good pass defense that time by KLC.
Reamer again with a nice chip block to give his quarterback some time, but this time he got a little banged up on his ankle, trying to work it out here on the sideline for Roncalli.
Sawyer Van Dries.
Sawyer Van Dries on that interception, Chris. Good play by that young man. 2nd down and 10. Good rush by KLC, but Lupney runs over a tackler, dives to the 41-yard line. They might have to measure for that. Quite a run by that young man. Now they're giving him the first down, Chris.
Harrison Height is the victim of that.
The
hit.
Recipient. Clock is running, just under 3 minutes left in the first half. Thiele is the wide man on the right. Another screen pass. It's complete, but not much of a gain that time for Sawyer Van Dries.
Well, Van Dries didn't read his block, Marty. They were pushing the KLC guy to the outside. If he would have taken that over, cut back and gone over the middle, he would have had a large gain. Instead, we got it out of bounds with 2:41 left.
Pick up 3 yards on that pass play.
I think there was motion on the quarterback that time, Marty.
No flag down though. Short gain.
I believe Roncalli is out of timeouts. They're not really rushing here. If they don't get it, I think they don't want to give KLC much time. They do get the first time. The clock will stop.
They're down in 7. Halupti and Van Dries in the backfield, and KLC gets to the quarterback and executes a sack. Halupni hit for a 4-yard loss.
I think that was Conitzer, Marty.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's one of the best defenders for KLC. Conitzer, number 55. We mentioned about Jake Thomas and the good job he does both ways.
This is an interesting play here, Marty. The punt game is not working. They almost blocked the last one. You've got one punt of 14 yards, one of 5. Are you better to just take a shot down the field on 4th and 10 than punt the ball and not get it blocked?
You know, if you wanted to play it really conservative, you could just hand it off to the running back. Maybe a misdirection play, run pass option by the quarterback.
I think they're going to throw. Timeout KLC that time to try to save some time, obviously.
Van Dries and Halupni in the backfield. Good rush. Passes away, but it's caught and down at the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup on the play. Too easy, Chris.
Well, the clock is moving, and again, Roncalli not quick here with 1:37 and 0 timeouts.
Sawyer Van Dries remains in the backfield. There's an inside handoff right up the middle inside the 25. About a 5-yard pickup.
Now they're in their under 2-minute thing as we're getting close to under a minute.
Van Dries rolling, or Halupni getting flushed out of the pocket, goes to the end zone. Pass is caught, but out of bounds.
He was open.
He was. That's the 24th pass attempted this half, Chris.
Wow.
I only have 40 openings for passes. I'm gonna run out. 55.5 seconds left in the first half. It's only an 8-0 ball game. It's critical for KLC to stop them. Third and 6. Fake into the line. Throw to the end zone is a wobbler and incomplete.
I think they got a hand on the quarterback. And just again, another jump ball. And it was a 50-50.
Well, now you're 4th down. Now you might as well go for it. It's a lot of running for the quarterback, Chris. He got flushed out to the left. Now he's got to run all the way back to the right sideline.
Yeah.
And then back
KLC
to the
start.
huddle.
I was going to say KLC starts with the ball in the second half, Marty.
That'll be a good thing.
Got a big play here, Marty. Get off the field.
Lupney back. Good blocking up front. Catch is made. Oh, and sneaking through. Almost getting through, but being tackled inside the 5-yard line was Eddie Freese.
On a 4th down play, Marty. Clock is rolling. 36, 35. How about a sack? Inbounds.
Pass to the end zone, way out of bounds, incomplete.
And with no timeouts left, the run game is basically gone in high school for these guys because they won't get set up again.
2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Actually, just inside the 5-yard line, but they're going to call it the 5. Drew Reimer back in the ball game. That would lead me to believe they might run them up the middle, but you're right. They wouldn't be able to get another play. They do a run. Pass over the middle is incomplete.
A little bit behind them again, Marty.
3rd down and 5. Coming out of the ball game was Eddie Fries. Now he's back in.
I have no field goal attempts for Roncalli this year, and they're 1 of 2 on extra points, and they went for 2 last time. So I don't know if they got someone that can kick a 23-yarder.
Wide to the left is Aiden Jurgensen, way out there. Fake handoff into the line. Little toss in the middle and incomplete. That was a dangerous pass, Chris. No, I don't know what you think, but if you'd have zipped that ball, he might have been able to complete it. But the way he soft tossed it, KLC able to knock it down. 4th and goal from the 5, 18.9 seconds remaining.
Oh, boy. I know.
Cody Staudinger, the center for the Jets. We mentioned his name in the opening, being one of their top defensive players. So the situation is it's 4th and goal from the 5. There's 18.9 seconds left. Chris mentioned it earlier, with the little time remaining, they could hardly do a running play and then set up for another running play. There's not enough time. Greg Zablocki giving you that picture. Richard Bartson giving the upshots. Scott Maloff and Eric Wiesman are in the truck, spinning the dials and running the graphics. And up here in the booth, Chris and Mike. Another thank you goes out to the officiating crew for holding the game up for a minute or so we could get the everything situated up here. Get online for the broadcast. All right, big 4th down for KLC. They got to do it. Snap in the dirt. Good rush. Pass is incomplete. Halupny was able to avoid the rush. Big number 65. Michael Putnam was in there but couldn't bring him down. The pass goes incomplete. and there's still 13.3 seconds left.
And if I was Roncalli, I would not be happy of this half. Not at all. You dominated the half, and you only lead by one score.
They're, you know, you should be for a high school kid to be able to kick a field goal from the 5-yard line. But
you would
that's
think
not the
there's
case.
somebody. There's somebody in the school that can kick.
Get a soccer player.
Yeah, exactly.
Moctezuma throwing it out deep, and a flag is called.
That's
going to
be a
pass
bad
deep.
call, Marty. That is a bad call.
Pass was intended for Zimmerman.
That was a bad call, Marty. The defender was standing there, and the receiver ran into him.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty, I believe. It's not like in professional football.
Correct.
Should have given the ball at the 30.
That's their
20-yard line.
8th penalty, but I didn't like that call at all. The Roncalli guy was actually standing there. I was watching.
Chris, I got to tell you right now, I told the officiating crew we wouldn't rip on them because they waited for us.
Well,
7.2 seconds left. Fake pass down the middle, intercepted. And ripped down was number 22, Aiden Jurgensen. So the last two passes by Moctezuma have been interceptions, and we are at halftime with Roncalli on top, 8-0.
People couldn't see my potential, so I had to show them.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
Today, I'm the CEO of my own company.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Why are we not rethinking this?
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
When you're behind the wheel, always watch for people walking and biking. It's Wisconsin law to give bikes at least 3 feet when passing. In Wisconsin, the laws are the same for bicyclists and motorists. So if you bike, ride with the traffic and obey stop signs and lights. People ride bicycles to go places, get exercise, reduce pollution, save money, and have fun. Watch for people riding bikes when you're driving. Share and be aware. We're all responsible.
Because of COVID-19, students are more than half a grade level behind in math skills. And your kid might be one of them. Start the conversation before it's too late. Because when parents are part of the equation, kids do better in math. For tools and resources to get your child on track with math, visit bepartoftheequation.org.
Sometimes in life, in order to move forward, it helps to look back.
To learn from the pioneers and trailblazers.
To gain inspiration from those who came before us.
To show us what it means to act with empathy and to show that love has no labels.
Join WWE and Love Has No Labels throughout the year in celebrating people from all communities and heritages.
Because when love has no labels,
that's a love we can all fight for.
Hey, boss. Okay.
I said I'm fine.
Me the bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
You are the national parks, and no matter who you are, or where you come from, the parks are you too.
In an election year, our social media feeds can fill up with sensational claims and unfamiliar sources. And in the age of artificial intelligence, it's not hard to make a fake video look like the real deal. With so many tools, tactics, and motivations for spreading false content, we need to be on the lookout for bad actors looking to sway our votes. If you see a damaging post, image, or story about a candidate or issue, make sure to verify whether it's real or not before you share it. Falsehoods spread much faster than facts. Be informed, not misled.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
I'm Belinda, and this is Willard, and we were adopted in 2021. When we first met Todd, he was singing a song, and I was like, wow, look at this kid with the biggest smile, and he has a big heart to match.
The energy you give Todd, you get it back from Todd.
Yeah.
Todd's a joy.
Yes,
Todd
he is.
really is a great joy.
I love him. You and you.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
In the time it takes to play a new album, you can get answers to deep questions like, were all those clubs in your 20s really such a bad thing? Hey, no judgment, but it's possible concerts weren't music to your ears.
1 in 4 people over 20 now have signs of noise-induced hearing loss. So let's see a hearing professional and get those ears checked.
Answers are good. Your moves? Not bad.
Chris Borowski. MS Emails. Emmett Rick. Hank Schultz. Henry Willesey. Jaden Gilbert. Lucas Vasquez. Max Sawacki. Robert Wildman. Truman McNitt. Walter Pepper. William Silver. And all of our dedicated youth football coaches, thank you for all your work as well. Without you, we couldn't make this possible. Head coach Brandon Kehoe would like to thank the community, local schools, and the parents for the continued support of the KLC youth football program. A lot of time and energy goes into helping these amazing players develop their potential on and off the field. We are so proud of who they are and what they represent. Let's give it up for our youth KLC football players.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
As a dad, every day is a challenge. To
make sure that the time that I have, I spend with them. It doesn't matter how tired you are, you have to try to teach them. When they learn something new and you can just see in their faces, it's such an incredible moment. It's those moments that are my favorite.
Deciding who to vote for is important. There are people, organizations, and foreign adversaries trying to trip us up, manipulate our views, and redirect or even discourage our vote. Whether it's bogus claims designed to stop us from voting or convincing digital fakes trying to sway our opinions, we all need to double-check our facts. Watch out for phrases that frequently accompany political disinformation like "make this go viral" or conspiratorial statements like "the media won't cover this." It's your vote, not theirs. Use it wisely. Be informed, not misled.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
How you doing? Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own, a place that I call home, this place that I call home.
It may sound funny, but hearing actually happens in our brains, not our ears. Our ears are like mail carriers that deliver sound, so our brains can figure out what's going on. So what is going on? Well, it's pretty simple. When our ears work better, our brains hear better. And that's a happier thing. Like Happy Dance Happier.
Hearing loss puts you at greater risk for dementia. So see a hearing professional and let's get those ears checked.
In the society that we were brought up in, it's very hard on little black boys. You have to navigate feelings and emotions so the world don't get you.
Sometimes when I cry, I won't know how I'm feeling or why I'm crying.
I just grew up never feeling like it was okay to cry.
Yeah.
And so he really forced me to have to reconnect with the kid that didn't get to cry.
That's beautiful.
We don't cry, we gon' take our piece of the
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Oh man, I can't believe I'm missing this. Okay, Grandma. I see you.
Don't get stuck at home with the flu. A flu shot is the best way to prevent the flu and its potentially serious complications. It keeps you, your community, and loved ones protected. Don't get flu FOMO. Learn more at getmyflushot.org.
Is it time yet?
It's time.
Pasta and time for dinner.
Oh, it's really good.
Pasta dinner.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Let's go, Eddie!
You want to come in?
Jack, you can't say that.
What should I say now? 147.
You crank it and the beat just moves you right down the hallway. Why not? It doesn't hurt anyone. But listening too long and too loud can actually hurt your hearing. Excessive volume in earbuds, stadiums, and at concerts, even loud machinery, can damage hearing in just 15 minutes.
1 in 5 people 12 years and older now has some kind of hearing loss. So see a hearing professional and let's get those ears checked and boogie on.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Good.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Back at Ebben Field, we're getting ready to start the second half. We're at halftime, and Roncalli leads it 8-0. But Chris, that doesn't nearly tell the story of that first half.
No, I was thinking, Marty, during the break, if I was the KLC coaching staff, I would be cheering at my guys. I would pump them up. I would be ecstatic. And if I was the Roncalli coaching staff, I would be chewing them out. I'd be chewing them out. We had 8 penalties. We had to take timeouts because we didn't have people on the field at the right time. And when we needed to do that, we couldn't do that. And if you're the kids, you're saying, well, coach, we're winning. But you're not. You're only up 8-0 on a very explosive KLC team that could, turn this game around right on the first drive. So if I was KLC, I'd be really happy about where I am. And if I was Roncalli, I'd be concerned.
The yardage disparity is amazing. KLC finished the first half with 40 yards, minus 20 rushing, and a couple of those big losses happened on mishandled snaps. Roncalli, on the other hand, had 202, with 158 of those being passing yards. It was an aerial show in the first half. Roncalli throwing it 30 times, and KLC only 9, but that's because they hardly had the ball.
Well, and again, Roncalli, you 204, but you had 60 yards in penalties. You only punted the ball 14 yards and 5. You can't kick a 5-yard field goal. On the other hand, as I said at the beginning of the game, turnovers is going to make a difference. Well, we said that Carmine Montezuma came in with 6 TDs and 6 interceptions. You can't turn the ball over. Well, they've had the ball 4 times, and you got 3 picks. I can't sugarcoat it, Marty. It wasn't a good half.
And the pass defense was terrible, actually. But when they got a rush, that's when things seemed to improve for KLC on defense.
Well, let's see what this first drive brings for KLC. What was How many passes did KLC complete?
They hit on 5 of 9, which, that's not too bad. They had a couple of big gainers, but the interceptions were huge. You finish off 3 possessions by giving it up. Roncalli, on the other hand, had the ball forever and ran a lot of plays.
18 minutes and 35 seconds, Marty, unofficially, to 5 minutes and 25 seconds.
Okay, unofficially, I've got Roncalli running 46 plays in the first half, and KLC 15. I don't know if that's right. These are unofficial stats, but the idea is Roncalli is piling up the yards, but not the points.
Well, and as I said before, it's just 8-0.
Back teep is Thomas for KLC to return it. Jake.
And there's not much wind as opposed to a week ago, and he's lined up at the 20, so obviously they know that Roncalli can not kick it deep. Last time they tried an onside kick, which I thought was goofy, but
Harrison Height is back deep. Height, the top running back. Another squibber, and Carter Zimmerman falls on it. Make that Grayson Seaforth falling on it. And KLC is going to have great field position to start this possession. It has to do with the ineffectiveness of the kicker, Chris. That's why they're doing it that way.
Yep.
Ball is spotted at the 42-yard line. Height and Moctezuma in the backfield. Hand off to Harrison, trying to get around the corner, but good tackle made out on the edge by, I got his name right here, Van Dries.
Let me tell you something, Marty. The line of scrimmage, too, is being controlled by Roncalli. That front 4 has been pushing the 5 of the KLC guys for sure.
Loss on the play. And it goes right through the legs of Moctezuma, and he falls on it inside the 20, inside the 30 at the 27.
It's third time today, Marty. 2 on the first time they had the ball.
That brings up 3rd and 25.
Oh, my. Zimmerman is the widest of the receivers on the right side. Thomas inside of him. Moctezuma looking. Had a little bit of time. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run with it. Tries to spin away. He does. And gets it up right near the 40. Maybe a little bit over the 40. A nice chunky yardage.
Well, Roncalli didn't want to give up the big play, Marty. They'd rather give up that small chunk yardage, and looks like we're going to get the first punt for Lutheran. We have their punter here. I think Zimmerman is their punter. He's averaging 36 yards a punt.
Big guy, a lot of leverage with that kick. Almost blocked. A jet came right through the middle. KLC got lucky on that one, and the ball rolls inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. 3 and out, though, Chris. Not good.
52-yard punt? How about that?
Nice roll. It's where you can flip that field position, Chris. That makes a huge difference now. They got to, march down the field, which they did in the first half one time, but turnover here could make a big difference. Get it right down by the goal line.
Let's see if they've figured things out here in the second half in this defensive backfield here.
Ball tugged right up the middle, not much there. On the carry was Reimer.
I'll tell you, Sawicki's been in there a lot. Sawicki, Konitzer, Walter, Putnam. We've been calling those names a lot today.
No gain. It's 2nd and 10. Aiden Jurgensen, the widest receiver, just on the left side of your monitor. Right side. Down and out. Pass is caught. And Fries is dropped near the first down. For Fries, that's his 3rd catch of the day. He's got 3 catches for 38 yards.
Another good pattern, another good pass.
See if I was going to say, see if they run the ball.
I got trips on this side, Marty, and they only. Oh man, it's gonna be wide open.
Yeah, inside handoff. Reimer got enough. I think he's got the first down. Looked like there was more running.
No, be close. Calling no gain.
It's going to be 4th down. Oh my.
Well, you know their punting game is something, which is nothing.
Non-existent. I would look for something on the edges, Chris. A little rollout pass run option. Reimer in the backfield behind.
I would just throw it right to the guy in the slot, 2 yards away.
And the pass is caught.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what you were thinking of, right?
Yeah,
Chris?
I mean, they were so far off with a 1 yard play there. I mean, I would have just gone 2 yards over the line and turned around.
It's about a 4-yard pickup, just enough for the first down. That's the 7th reception by Cowley. We're in the 3rd quarter. KLC trying to stop the Jets. Pitch out. Reimer is wrapped up. No, he actually lost a yard on that. Maybe 2.
Get there!
Marty, next time they go in this trips right or trips left, I want you to look at the slot receiver and see how far back the safety is on him.
Too far, in your opinion? He doesn't want to get burned.
It's just, I'm
keep him in front of you so he can run down 10 yards and curl and catch the pass.
This
wide
time
open.
they're not in trips, so it's
Yeah.
a little more
2
typical.
wide receivers to the right. Lupney steps up, tries to get away, being rushed, and just throws it out of bounds. Good decision by the Jet quarterback.
Absolutely.
3rd down and 12.
Not so easy for the Jets this
No,
half to
KLC
start.
Towards the end of that 2nd quarter, KLC started to play better defense, and my contention is if you can get pressure on the quarterback, it's going to be a little tougher. Helps your defensive backs too. Here we go. Fries is the slot back along with Cowley. Now they switch over to the right side. You got 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Fake handoff. Looped, lobs one down, and the catch is made.
You only need 1
out
foot in,
there
Marty.
by Aiden Jurgensen.
That's what they wanted, Marty. They wanted to clear out, give him a one-on-one chance against Cruz.
23-yard pickup, Chris.
Yep, just throw it up. There's the replay. All you need is 1 foot, and he dangled that foot in. Good replay there.
First down, ball spotted in KLC territory at the 47. Jake Peters, the wide receiver, far to the right. Handoff to Reamer, and Van Dries up the middle with a nice gain, picks up about 5. Give him 6.
KLC 5 on play. Tackled by number 1, Colin Anderson. It's a 2nd and 5.
See, they can run the ball, Chris. They just don't like to. Clock rolling in the third quarter. We're down to 5:25. Van Dries in the backfield again. He takes the handoff. Picks up a couple yards. Nick Luna helping the blocking inside.
You got 2 downs to get 2 yards if you're the Jets.
Clock running. And boy, Roncalli very slow getting the play into the huddle. They might get a...
Debating there, should we run, pass, run, pass? I would run. Like I said, you got 2 plays to get 2 yards.
Van Dries in the backfield. Hand off to him. He's got an opening and gets it up near the first down. We'll have to see where the spot is. But
ankle
nice
tackle there.
Yeah, nice little play right up the middle.
Conitzer. Going to set up a 4th down.
4th and 1.
4th and 1.
A very small one.
Yeah, he was so close to getting the first down. Good defense played in the middle by KLC. Need a big stop here.
See, now if you're the linebackers, you got to get up. You got to get up.
Timeout. Roncalli. Good timeout, Chris, I think, don't you? They can't see you shrug your shoulders. Talk to me.
I don't know. They're right there. Run your play. They ran through those timeouts in the first half, and then they needed them at the end of the half, and they didn't have any.
Here's where I don't like when you always have your quarterback 5 yards back getting the snap instead of under the center.
Correct.
You're always starting, and then if you give it to your running back, he's another 2 yards behind you.
And KLC, too, you got to sell out on the run. I didn't like where their linebackers were. They're all, they're also 4 or 5 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
When you need a foot.
Let's see what Roncalli came up with. They got Van Dries in the backfield with Halupny. KLC has 2 down linemen right in the middle. Linebacker sneaking up.
Yep.
Inside handoff, and Van Dries got it. He's down at the 35-yard line.
Saying that time KLC came with their run blitz and unfortunately just ran right through the arms of the tackler there.
That one hurt.
35.
Drew Reimer back in the backfield for KLC.
And again, controlling the clock.
Lupney, another handoff up the middle. And a couple of KLC tacklers, one of them being Sam Sawicki.
Yep. Sawicki and Conitzer again. Controlling the clock, the Jets, and controlling the ball.
Under 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, and KLC's had the ball for 7 minutes in the whole game.
Whew. Fan base can't be happy about that. They want to see some passing by their players. Oh, whistle.
We haven't seen this before.
Another penalty on Roncalli.
None.
Chris, I had him for 7. Chris said 8, so we'll make this number 9. How about
that?
And
no penalties on KLC.
That's a good thing.
Well, they haven't had enough time to have any.
Be so cynical. It's going to be second down and 13.
Once again, though, Marty, you get a stop here, and you're still just one score away.
Lupney stepping up. He's hit as he threw it, and it's going to be incomplete.
Little late call by the officials. Thomas was already 4 yards up the field. That's the correct call.
They're ruling it an incomplete pass, I believe.
Yes.
I had the Jets throwing 30 passes in the first half.
Wow.
And only 5 so far here in the second. And
maybe they heard you talk about your pages.
Being a running back in high school, run the ball. Lupney looking. He's hit as he throws. Is that going to be ruled a fumble? No. It's going to be an incomplete pass. And it's fourth down.
Dominic Walter.
He's shaking up, Chris. He's coming off.
Dominic Walter on the pressure there.
And they are going to punt it again.
Good pressure.
Well, they were lucky. I think it was the last time they punted, because the blocker came right through and missed the ball. He was there in plenty of time. Pretty good pressure. And the ball goes out of bounds.
How can they run into our kicker?
They didn't. He fell down.
Where's the flag?
Where are they going to mark that ball going out of bounds, Chris? The official keeps moving up. He's just inside the 30-yard line. And it's going to be KLC's ball.
Can we run the replay back on that situation, Scott? Did they hit the punter? I'd like to see this.
They didn't.
I don't think they did
he
either.
He landed funny and then fell down.
Right.
Steve Steiner, the referee, the guy in the white hat, was right there looking at the play. There were a couple of KLC players there, but nobody touched them. Come on, Scott, be the man. Well, the punter is talking.
Oh, here we go. Oh, nope, before this.
Scott's going to see if he can find that part of the footage. Getting up is Aiden Jurgensen. He's been a valuable player for the Jets tonight. I'm going to miss him if he can't come back.
KLC football takes over.
All righty, KLC has it back finally. See if they can get some positive yardage. Height in the backfield with Moctezuma. 3 wide receivers off to the left. Moctezuma rolling. Now he's going to hang on to it, and he gets outside the 30-yard line. Picks up about 4 yards.
Do we need to remind folks they're only down by a score?
That's
as bleak as it's been.
Yeah.
They're right in the game if you're a KLC fan.
2 wide receivers on either side. Height still in the backfield. Up in the block. Montezuma has an opening. He keeps it. Goes to the outside. He's going to get dragged down right about the 35. Not a big gain, but a little closer to the first down yardage. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. Only down a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Chris, if it gets to be 4th and less than a yard, you're going to go for it?
Oh, yeah. Even though their punter 52 yards last time, but
yeah, right. Okay, we got two running backs in the backfield. Montezuma rolling. He's trying to get to the 2. He flips a little pass to Thomas. A nice play. Thomas makes the catch at the 42-yard line.
Here's a nice replay. Look at this athleticism. And I think that's one of the first times we've heard first down
in a while
for KLC. The clock is rolling. Under 20 seconds. They're going to run a play. You got to run a play when you're behind, I think.
Pass is incomplete. I'll tell you, the defensive back had that snaked out pretty good, Drew Reimer.
Exactly. I agree 100%. Thomas sat there. Montezuma looked there. Didn't throw right away. And by that time, the white jersey was even with Thomas.
He had visions of a pick 6. All right, 2nd down and 10. Thomas, Zimmerman, and Sawicki
blitz
on the right side. A blitz.
Did I hear a whistle?
Zuma throws the ball as he was hit, and there was an early whistle, but Steve Steiner's going to let it go. Incomplete pass.
Yep. The Roncalli coaching staff threw their helmet or their headsets.
We should know that because we wear them up here all the time.
That would have been ugly if it was caught for a touchdown.
I can see why he'd be the official would want to call that.
Correct.
Because he was being tackled by 2 guys.
But if that would have turned out to be a touchdown, that would not.
He'd have been throwing more than the headset.
Right. We got time for one play yet here.
2.8 seconds left. KLC 2nd and 10.
Boy, this seems like a long time to get this play going here.
I think they'll get it in plenty of time. Quick out by Zimmerman. He makes the catch and he's tackled inside Jet territory at the 49.
And here's the replay. Nice pitch and catch. And this is like the officials' dream, Marty, because they have to change sides and they only have to flip at 1 yard.
It's going to be 3rd down. The pickup on 9.
Yep, and that's the quarter.
And that is the quarter. We're going to tap out for a short break. When we come back, we'll have 4th quarter action.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because it felt like a failure. And then I realized, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine, but if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. So if you want to talk to your kids, you have to get it trending.
No, you're doing it wrong.
can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
3rd and 1. Inside handoff. Oh, I don't know if he got it. Height got hit right at the line of scrimmage. Make that Thomas on the ball carrier for Jake, his first carry of the night.
What?
They gave him the first down.
Wow, I never saw him break the 50, Marty.
Yeah, good play by Jake. Was able to absorb the first hit and apparently got the first down. Second hit drove him back. Jake now at his wide receiver spot out here on the left. Pass down the middle. Zimmerman had his hands on it but couldn't gather it in. Ethan McKnight, big number 63 in there in the line. Along with Chase Conitzer, plays offense and defense. Passes way over the head of Marion Boylan. Boylan, a 6'5" sophomore. It's a big 3rd down play, 3rd and 10. Okazuma dropping, he's being rushed, gets around the corner, he's open for a second, throws it deep down the field. Boylan can't quite make the catch.
Well, Marty, Roncalli rushed 4, and those 4 gave all types of havoc to Montezuma. Roncalli dropped 7. Everybody was double teamed basically, but he had got behind the one solo.
Yeah, it was a great effort by the defensive player and the offensive player.
Boylan was right there, and now we're going to get a timeout for Lutheran. What do we do here?
There's
now this timeout I like.
Yeah.
Because maybe we should punt.
I'm thinking the same thing. Push them back. Maybe you get a turnover even.
Yep. I would maybe punt here and instead of giving them the short field.
KLC's been better defensively in the second half, but still, you give the ball, you don't get it. All of a sudden, they're in great field position. Roncalli would be.
And Roncalli might send the house.
There you go.
And they're gonna blitz, and I think I'd rather punt and play the clock game. We have 11 minutes left. Defense has got to, cause a stop. Basically, the only thing stopping Roncalli is their penalties.
Yeah, they've not been good in that respect. I know I mentioned early on, I think they had 3 penalties with quite a bit of time left in the first quarter. They're up to 9 in the game. They stick by that 3 a quarter pace. They need a couple more.
And they don't listen to us.
Chris. They're going for it. Deep out pass is caught for a first down. Zimmerman on the catch. You're going to see it high snap again, but
and
Roncalli able to make the catch.
And Roncalli fell back again. They only rushed 4, where I thought they'd blitz. They dropped 7. Good pass and catch.
1st and 10. Height. Not going to get much there. Push back.
That front 4 is just oh my gosh, we got a fumble.
Oh, we didn't catch that.
That front 4 for Roncalli, and we got a penalty. Yeah, penalty on Lutheran, going to be their first one for unsportsmanlike, I believe, Marty.
And a fumble.
Did I mention turnovers at the start of the game?
Yes, you did. And there's been a few of them.
And again, the front four of Roncalli, I was trying to say, has just dominated this game. Yep. First penalty against KLC, and it couldn't have happened at a worse time.
Got a KLC player down. I think it's more of a cramp than anything else.
No, Roncalli player down.
Roncalli, I meant.
Yep.
Cody Sottinger. Ball is spotted at the 36-yard line.
He's stretching down here with his arm.
Well, they're going to start chucking it around again, Chris, or are they going to do the running game? They got three wide receivers out to the right.
I'd run a little bit.
They're going to run a little bit. Sawyer Van Dries up the middle. Gives Sawyer a 3-yard gain.
55, Chase Conister.
Harrison Height also playing defense. Moving around in there. Big number 55, Chase Conitzer. Sneaking up to blitz is Anderson. And there he comes. And
high snap, hit. Marty. High snap.
And a loss. We'll take it.
And that's almost that break that you mentioned. Maybe they'll turn the ball over. There's the nice replay. The high snap. And then that play was just all mumbled jumbled.
Yeah. We like that.
Well,
neither team doing much in the running game.
It's not vital, but a stop would be nice right here. You know, they can't punt. There it is.
Coming through it, making the sack. Sam Pilecki. Oh, my. It's like he was shot out of a cannon. Sam, good job, kid.
He's been all over the field tonight, Marty. What a play and at a big time. And, you know, and that goes back to where we talked about maybe punt before. Obviously, they executed the play, which worked out well, but you had the fumble. But here you got to stop.
And they got a punt.
Yep, and you know they're struggling to punt.
Yeah, no wonder he doesn't kick it very far. Did you see how he kicks? Of course, if you're getting a lot of pressure, you got to kick it quickly, but that was not a good punt. That was Aiden Jurgensen.
7-yard punt, Marty.
Wow.
You know what, Marty? And as soon as he was done punting, he grabbed his leg. But now he's out on defense, and all of a sudden that leg doesn't feel so bad. The same thing when they supposedly got, roughed into.
Something is rotten in Denmark.
That's right. Now he's on defense, and he's moving around pretty good. I'm watching him.
First and 10 for KLC. The ball is at the 32-yard line.
Golden opportunity.
A quick out to Height. He slips by one tackler, two tacklers. He's still on his feet at the 10 and dragged down at about the 7-yard line.
I like that play a lot better than they ran to Thomas before, where Thomas just backed up. Here he had him kind of rolling out of the back with momentum. And then Height, who fumbled before, makes up with it, bouncing off people. A lot of heart there for Harrison.
25-yard pickup, Chris, on that play. First and goal. Ball spotted on the 9. They moved him back a little bit. It's going to be a 23-yard pickup. Height gets hit right at the line of scrimmage can fall forward for just a little bit.
And White loses 1 on the play. Bring up 2nd and goal.
Give Height no gain on the play.
As I keep saying, it's a 1-score game. Roncalli, according to Marty's stats, is up 30-0. But if you look on the scoreboard, it's 8-0.
Yeah, it seems like it should be a lot more than 1-score game. The way Roncalli has moved the ball, not so much this half. A lot of motion by KLC. Moctezuma looking to the end zone. Pass is incomplete.
They throw a flag, Marty?
That's what they're saying.
I
didn't
agree.
see it.
I was wondering if they're gonna, because I thought he was all over his back. And there you saw the replay, and you can see he was all over his back. That was an excellent call by the officials. I think this is a half the distance to the goal.
I do too. And 9, this is going to be penalty number 10. Pass interference.
That's going to be a KLC.
Here you see it again. Look at him all over his back. That's an
Yeah.
excellent call. Good replay there.
Yeah, good shot by Greg Zablocki on that one. It's 1st and goal from the 5-yard line, and then we get a whistle.
The question is, can KLC run it at all 4 yards? I think Moctezuma has a better chance on the ground than their running game. Get them out on the outside and let them run.
Right, yeah.
They want to put clock issues. I don't know.
3 wide receivers on the left side. We got Zimmerman out there on the left. It's right side.
Yeah,
Height is hit in the backfield. Absolutely no blocking up front.
And I've said, Marty, that's just that your running game is not there at all. So you now, instead of being on the 4, you're on the 8. I would have got Moctezuma on the outside because that front 4 is dominating those 5 interior linemen for Lutheran.
Listen to this, Chris.
Kohler Christian.
Height is the leading ground gainer for KLC. He has 5 yards.
Yeah.
Just tough to win when you are a one-dimensional team. Moctezuma getting rushed. 3 players all over him, and he gets sacked outside the 15-yard line.
Well, they were on the 4. They ran a little wheel route for Thomas. He was covered.
Wow.
We got a timeout? Or what kind of time? I don't know.
It's not a change of possession. All right, here's one for you, Chris. Given the situation, if they got the kicker, kick a field goal here?
Nope.
Get some points?
Nope.
I would say yes, simply because if you can stop them on defense, it's, touchdown, you win the game. Yeah, when they needed the line the most, it's wasn't there.
Just started with that first run up the middle, which hasn't worked all day.
They just don't get any push off the line.
No, the front 4s of Roncalli has been outstanding today. Just dominating the line of scrimmage. That's why you got to get Moctezuma out of the pocket. Give him a chance. You can't have him sitting there. And now watch Roncalli. They may come. It'll be interesting. Normally they've been just sending 4 because that's all they need to. And they do it again. There's not a lot of gaps.
There's an opening. Pass is a little bit too high. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Thomas.
And what was
Roncalli takes over.
too bad, I believe, I don't know if it was Anderson, but in the corner, he was wide open. Look, it was Boylan. Nobody was on him. Nobody. So there, again, I think they were going to Thomas the whole way, didn't scan the field. And
he is their top
turnovers on
receiver,
down.
but Roncalli knows that too.
Well, I didn't think there was any holes in that gap, Marty. The only place there was by Boylan, and turnover and downs. They were on the 4.
All right, 1st and 10 for Roncalli. Ball on the 16-yard line. It's incumbent on the defense for KLC to get a stop right here. Run up the middle. Not much there.
You know you're in the game if you're KLC if you get a stop, because there's no punt game for Roncalli. So you can win the field position if you can get a 3 and out. I mean, you might get the ball on the 25-yard line.
We haven't had a negative punt yet.
14, 5, 10, and 7 for Roncalli.
Lupney at the quarterback position. He's been there all night. Roll out, quick out to
great play.
To his wide receiver, and you're right, that was a good tackle. Was that height on the tackle?
It was. Roncalli's run that play so many times, Marty, for success, so they ran it again. Finally, KLC's getting a little idea, like you've mentioned, Marty, much better here in the second half. They've forced 2 punts already, and now we got a 3rd and 8. And again,
Cowley, the favorite receiver in this half, is in the slot over on the left side. Yeah, they got to play good defense right here.
Taking a lot of time.
Sawicki on the rush, but couldn't get there. And the pass is incomplete. Closest player to the ball was Height, the defensive back. Check that. Nolan Anderson, the defensive back. A wobbler.
I think that was Cruz over there, Marty. So guess what?
Okay, number 2, not number 1, huh? Okay, Cruz.
So here we go, and they're punting.
This has been interesting.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Don't
Jurgensen's
do anything foolish, there. KLC.
Ground ball. Going to get out
Best punt of the day.
Past the 40, out to the 42.
23 yards, Marty, on that.
The way he's been punting all night, that's like booting a 50-yarder. There's enough time, a little over 4 minutes. It's going to be 1st and 10 KLC at the Jet 42-yard line. Boylan, the wide receiver, right below us, Chris, on the left side. Moctezuma.
Run.
Throwing down the middle, coming back and just missing the interception. The intended target was Boylan.
Boy, the field was wide open there if he would have run.
I think
Roncalli wants to hold on by the officials, of course, screaming at the officials.
Halupny was the quarterback for the Jets, was the defensive back on that play. 2nd down and 10. They're a one-dimensional team, Chris. KLC's got to pass all the time.
Well,
just have no running game.
Well, Montezuma can run if he gets outside of the, and I like him going to the right here.
Sawicki in motion.
He's going to go deep.
Loading. Intercepted. That catch was made by Eddie Fries. Fourth interception of the game. And Roncalli has it right back. Oh, man.
That was the kiss of death, Marty, at the beginning when I said turnovers.
Hey, it could have been them making the turnovers instead of us.
They have 0. They have.
Didn't they lose a fumble? Or no, that was Height lost a fumble. So we have 4 interceptions and lost fumble, I believe.
Yep. 2 turnovers on down and a punt.
Lupney with a good catch of a bad snap, and he takes it to the outside.
Very smart, though, staying in bounds. Hit the turf. And there's...
He looks like he might be hurt, Chris. It's a Lutheran, a KLC player down.
That's why it took so long with Lawrence, because I didn't have to fight it.
We can't get a number on that player. Both teams going to their sideline. Chris, why don't you take us to a short break?
Hey, honey. We thought we'd try something new.
Family art hour. What do you think?
You got jokes. You're funny.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
Back here at Ebben Field in Kohler, it was Chase Konitzer. Excellent defensive player, very good offensive lineman, and he's hobbled as he walks off the field. Logan Schultz, one of the offensive linemen, along with Kohler Whitman, Donnie LaViolette.
Well, on the board now, we have 1 timeout if you're Lutheran, 2 timeouts if you're Roncalli. You cannot really afford to give up too many first downs if you're KLC.
Lupney lost a yard on that scramble. Clock is running. It's a good way to do it, Chris.
Yep.
Let the clock run
Wait
down.
for the official to put his hand up. Start counting off. Now you get set. You're still taking a little time.
Lupney back. Gets his receiver Reimer, but he's not going to get much.
Lutheran's going to do it right here and now. Spend that last time out.
And that was for a loss. That pass. One thing about the Jets, they have spread it around, Chris. I've got them for throwing to 7 different receivers tonight.
Well, here, if you're Roncalli, do you put it up in the air? You put it up in the air. You positive part, you get a first down. Negative part, if it's an incompletion and stop the clock. Now, you complete the pass and you're short, that's still a positive thing. Then we go back to square 0 with the punting game. Last punt, though, was the bomber of 23 yards. No pun intended here at Kohler Field.
All right, both teams coming out from the timeout. It's 3rd down and 14. Actually, it's closer to 13. They're wrong again up there on the scoreboard. Good snap, fake handoff. And almost making the interception for KLC was Jack DeVries.
Yep, Jack DeVries there.
DeVries.
Yep. So, just what Roncalli did not need is the ball to fall incomplete.
That was pass number 40.
But only 10 in the second half.
Correct. Yep. Fake into the line. Pass is incomplete. Height back is at the 50-yard line.
There's a punt. 26 yards.
5, 6, 7, 8. About a 9-yard return.
Best punt of the night, 26 yards.
And again, KLC has great field position. Picks it up at the 50 and gets it all the way down to the 41-yard line.
One big play. That's all you need.
Hey, they got big playmakers there. Thomas and Zimmerman being two real good ones.
And you really have a lot of time. You have 3 minutes. First downs are...
you could even run the ball.
They're not running at their average. Only if Montezuma gets to the outside. I like that chance.
Two guys in motion. Boylan now stepping up to the line of scrimmage. It trips to the right. Montezuma hanging on a little too long.
He's got him.
Is complete to Height. He's got the first down, and he's down at about the 20-yard line. Oh, boy.
That's knowing where your guy is, and there's the replay right into your living room, folks. And there the clock stops. As I said, one play. As much as Roncalli's dominated this ball game, KLC is right there.
About a 20-yarder.
A sack's gonna hurt you here, so you gotta get rid of the ball quickly.
A blitzer misses
face
Montezuma.
mask. Yep.
Throw is incomplete.
Yep, we're gonna get 15 yards here, Marty. We're gonna get 15 yards.
Jacob Nadel was in there, Johnny on the spot, but missed the tackle and grabbed the face mask.
Here's the replay. Whoops.
Great job on the replays.
Yep. And this is going to march them. It's not half the distance because you're not. Oh, they only. What? 5 yards.
Incidental.
Did you see the replay and his head run back?
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you, but that's probably what they called, being only a 5-yard penalty. All right, lines are set. 1st and 5. Montezum's pass to the outside is a little bit high, off the hands of Thomas.
He just doesn't have a lot of time to throw him, Marty.
You're right. He just does not.
You know, they keep sending Harrison Height out. I would keep Harrison Height in for help.
It's 2nd down and 5. Ball is at the 17-yard line.
I'd actually put a 6th offensive lineman back in the backfield.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. There's a quick out.
Like it.
Catch is made by Boylan. His first catch of the night. He's inside the 10-yard line.
And you know, I like it, Marty, because it seems like KLC always wants the big play. Let's just run a nice little out. That's nice and simple. That way he gets rid of the ball faster. That's a nice play. That might be open later.
Yeah. Ball spotted on the 9-yard line. Height stepping up the block, but making the good pressure and trying to strip it, but getting the sack, not the strip, was Cody Saudinger, one of their top defensive players.
And he's got to get rid of the ball, Marty. He thought he could outrun him.
Yeah,
just
he's not
throw it
gonna
away.
outrun that
Throw it
guy.
away. Now it's too late. Just a young man trying to make a big play. Can't blame him. The clock is ticking, and they were inside the 10 now twice.
We got trips out here on the left.
There it
Montezuma
is.
looks that way. He's got the receiver, but a pass is missed by Thomas. It looked like the defensive back might have got a hand in there, Dominic Feely.
I want to
See
see
what
this,
happens,
Marty.
yeah.
Here's the replay. Drop back over the middle. Maybe got a hand in there. Should have been caught. I think if you ask
Thomas would
Thomas,
say
he'll
that,
say
yeah.
yes.
All right,
I hope he gets time to throw the ball 2 more times.
3rd and 15.
He's got time. You got to get rid of the ball. Oh, that's going to be grounding, Marty.
I would think so. Yep, there comes the flag. Montezuma. Hard to avoid those rushers. I mean, he doesn't look that quick.
That's why the last chance to Thomas was so, because he had time. Look at the linemen. There's all these linemen up the line, and the white shirts are in the backfield. Two chances inside the 10, Marty.
I don't know if they had a spot foul, Chris. Put the ball down where he threw it out of bounds. Marching back.
All you got left is Hail Mary. Last series they're on the 4, this series they're on the 9, and now we got nothing.
Roncalli calls a timeout. Ball is at the 36-yard line or 37, and it's 4th down. That's called a miracle in Kohler. They get this. All right, you gonna send the house?
Well, I'm going to send the house, and I've said this many, many, many times, Marty. I'd start 3 defensive backs in the end zone. I never understood why you're up on the line and going to run stride to stride with a guy. I'd rather be standing flat-footed in the end zone waiting for the ball, but that's why I'm in the booth. But yeah, I would send the. I mean, they've been so much pressure with that front line today. You don't even have to. I mean, the 4 rushers have been causing havoc in that backfield. I don't like the fact that they're on the far side either, Marty, because Carmine could maybe roll to the right, but there's not a lot of room. It's too bad.
Yeah, and it's hard to roll to your left when you're a right-hander and try to throw it down the
That's
field.
exactly my point. Very good idea, Marty. They're holding them for him. They got a shot.
Montezuma's pass is in the end zone, but it's incomplete. Carmine with a good arm, but too many defenders back there. And KLC turns the ball over on downs. It'll go to Roncalli. And no
Victory
timeouts
formation.
left.
Victory
Yeah,
formation.
Right. You mean he's got to go under center? Oh my God. Be the first time all night.
Well, the defensive. Oh my gosh.
There's
a
that
good
last
one.
timeout.
That's called timeout. There we go.
Now, I know you've often talked and said this in our years announcing together football. First thing you do, the first practice is practice what?
The victory formation. Because this is what we're going to do. A timeout, though, is, never mind.
Hey, we got nothing to do.
That's not the point. The game is over. You don't need to call timeout.
Well, I think he's just getting everything squared away, making sure everybody knows what they're doing. That's not necessarily a bad thing, Chris.
So my pitchers, and we were winning 15-0.
Yeah, but it's only
4 and 2/3 innings. Let's change pitchers now, just so the umpires can sit in the 25-degree weather a little longer.
You are brutal, man.
No, I wouldn't do that. That's the whole point.
You never did it to me.
Nope.
Our next, matter of fact, let's talk about the next game. KLC goes to Brillion next Friday. Roncalli hosts New Holstein. That's at Ron Rubik Field. And we are at South next Friday.
They didn't take it under center.
I know. Oy. So do we give him a -7 yards on that?
Yep.
He's up to -9 on the game. Actually, it's probably only 5. And another kneel down.
Well, my best words to describe tonight's game is interesting. That is the word of the game.
Yeah,
or the
very
day.
interesting. A big disparity in yards gained on offense, but for as bad as KLC played, they hung in there.
Yep,
Gotta give
they
them
did.
that.
Especially in that second half, they allowed all punts and too many turnovers for KLC, and just couldn't get that one. They had it on the 4 in the second last drive and the 9 on the other drive, and they just couldn't. The last drive, and they just couldn't punch it across.
Disappointing night for KLC. It was parents' night, and they were unable to come away with a victory. Interesting game for Chris and I to announce for sure. But that's going to do it. The Jets a winner, 8-0 over KLC. For the crew and my partner Chris Wright, I'm Mike Martin saying thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you down the road.